Renuka again. We just had an awesome video about meditation with Erik. And now we are going on to the Professor Erik's virtual classroom journey of the soul. Take it away, Erik.
He's in a somber mood. He said, "Yes, mom, let's start. Let's start this journey again."
Somber mood, Erik, right. Like that's going to happen.
He's saying, "You're right." And he flips off the glasses. He's saying, we stopped last time. He's saying there has to be a continuation in these lectures so that people don't feel lost. And that's why we introduced summary also in our previous lecture. And that's what we are going to go forward in every lecture, because
Okay.
he really wants the viewers to get the concepts, because he is also in future, he has huge plans where he is going to teach how indirectly to access your soul plan without being dependent on readings or mediums. He's going to teach a lot. He's saying, "So, mom,
Yeah.
I'm not teaching the journey of the soul. I'm going to teach how to live this life so that the purpose is achieved." It is. He said, "It is a course in life." He said, with
Oh,
his
yeah.
accent.
Well, that's not that trivial, is it? All right, go for it.
So he's saying, "Mom, we understood last time that whenever we enter into contracts, if one side of the contract is not fulfilled, that soul reaps karma." Nising, I've always said many times, karma is nothing but lessons. So if you have unaccounted karma, or if you have unfulfilled karma, it's basically a lesson which you planned to learn but didn't learn because of XYZ reason. You think there are so many reasons. First of all is spiritual amnesia. We can't help
Yeah.
it, we forget. And when you come down into this body consciousness, there are fears and conditionings and prejudices which are driving you so hard. It is not easy to follow the soul contract which you have actually forgotten. So
Yeah.
he's saying, "Mom, I am all about teaching the journey of the soul. I'm all about teaching karma, but I don't want people to get discouraged or disappointed that it's getting more and more difficult, because I'm going to give solutions to it. I'm also going to give clues and hints to it." So he's saying these lectures are going on and I'm explaining, but viewers need to be patient with me, because I know it's difficult, and what I'm teaching is that life is difficult, but we have solutions, and that's why I have started this journey. First, I mean to explain it so that every concept is understood in its entirety, and then later I'm going to work around all the issues and all the problems and also provide solutions. So he's saying,
Oh,
hang on. He's saying, "Hang on, don't give up, hang on. Yes, it's difficult, but Erik is here." He's too
oh,
charged up. He's too charged up today. So he's saying, last time we discussed first lifetime, where we discussed our very first soul contract, which was between you and me. And he said that similarly in every lifetime. So this is the first lifetime. So I won't only choose one spiritual contract. I'll enter into contracts with different souls so that I teach them and so that I learn from them. Because mom, let's understand, the purpose of life is only learning. It's only learning and experiencing what the soul is not able to learn and experience in the spirit world, because spirit world is just one aspect of the existence. The opposite aspect are these physical worlds.
yeah.
So we think, drum roll. The purpose of this lifetime, the purpose of reincarnation is only learning and experiencing. You're not here to experience love. You're not here to experience relationships, joy, fulfillment. Uh-uh. That's up there. Why people are suffering so much? Because they are expecting to shop things which are not available in this market.
In this market. Well, I mean, of course you experience some joy and love in life, right?
Yes, he's saying, why, mom? You know why we give those certain joyful experiences? So that the
Like,
learning is going to come only through suffering. We get a break out of it.
yeah, you
Other,
have to have a break. Some people don't get much breaks, though, frankly.
because they have so much learning to do, mom. They don't have time
Yeah.
to take breaks. They have
Well,
accumulated so much.
they're overachievers. They put too much on their plate, maybe, or maybe they're older souls. Not older souls. I guess that's the wrong term, but uh,
Saying, let's just say, mom, sometimes we do more mistakes compared to others, and sometimes others commit more mistakes compared to us. It's all about the journey. It's all about the journey.
Well,
You
before you
he's
go on, Eric, why do some people come in and just have crap for lives? Maybe they're not all their lives are like that, but why do they make the decision, put so much on their plate sometimes?
he's saying, mom, it's not like that. So at a level in a spirit world where we are planning, where we are designing this soul plan, our soul is very much aware how much it can take in a particular reincarnation because it has lived so many lifetimes. It knows what its break even point is. It knows that it can't take a suffering beyond this point, and it is very much intelligent in planning a soul plan because it has experienced itself in the body and know how much it can take while in the body. And mind you, it's different with everybody. You might be able to take a much bigger suffering, and sweetie might just buckle under pressure with
Yeah,
the equal amount of sleeping. It's very subjective.
yeah.
But he's saying that, mom, every soul knows its limits and it does not choose, it do not risk and experiments with more suffering than it knows it will be able to handle. What happens is after coming down into the body, it is so much affected by spiritual amnesia. It is so much affected by the material conditioning, by the illusion of this world, that greed sets in, materialism sets in, emotions get very high, attachments become very stronger. And when these things are being affected by the kind of soul plan that soul chose, because the soul plan is not inclusive of these things and it still desires, if you still desire these things and if you don't get these things, you suffer. So he's saying that suffering was not chosen, that's your choice. That
Yeah.
is that choice, that after coming into this world, it is expecting or having desires which was not meant for it in the first place. So you think they don't choose it. Most of the times we make our lifetimes more difficult by flowing with emotions, by not understanding our original identity, and like he said, by shopping for things which are not available in this market. He's saying
I love
people,
that. I love that. It's so funny.
he tells me that that's a personal joke between him and me, saying stop window shopping, that's not available here. Whenever I expect kindness or whenever I expect love and fulfillment and joy, and he says stop it, it's not available here, it's available here, you're on the wrong market. You finish your shopping in this market, then we'll go to that market to shop for you love and joy
We're in
and
the flea
fulfillment.
market, man. We're in the flea market. The bargain basement.
Yeah. So he's saying, mom, we need to understand that if we were here to experience love, joy, and fulfillment, why would we come here? Because our original world, our spirit world is full of it. We are here for things which were not available over there. To learn through pain, to experience pain, disease, old age, suffering, because that's the experience that the soul is wanting. And those experiences are available here. That's why we have come here. So, after coming here, if we start expecting experiences which were available in that world, which we left and came here, obviously our suffering will increase. And he's saying it's all because of unawareness. He's saying that's the main reason I have started these lectures, to tell everyone that the things that you all are looking for are available up there. And you will be up there. But right now, the purpose of being in this market is to shop something else,
Yeah.
not joy and fulfillment. He's saying that's the reason I call it a course in life.
The little shop of horrors. That's what it is. I'm going to change the view because I don't want people to be distracted by my face. So I'm going to go. So because you're doing most of the talking, Eric slash forward slash Renuka. Oh no, that wasn't right. Okay. Oh, there we go. All right. Ah, go ahead, talk, and it'll go to you.
So I love you, mom. He's saying, I love you.
I love you.
Um, so we are going back, and I'm going to explain. He's saying I'm going to explain the entire journey. What led us to such disillusionments where we expect things which are not available in this world? I'm going to come to each aspect of it in a very, very detailed and minute manner so that everything is understood. And trust me, mom, it will appeal to their souls. It's not because Sweetie is channeling, it's not because I am saying it, but people will trust in these concepts because their soul will connect with it. Their soul will know this is their truth. This is its truth. They will connect with it because it is the truth, mom. I'm here only revealing the truth which your souls already know.
Yeah.
because I want your souls to wake up to that truth, understand what this life is, what the purpose is, work towards that purpose. Because once the soul starts working towards its purpose, all these prejudices, judgments, pain, suffering, they all melt away because we are doing what we are meant to do over here. So he's saying we were talking about the first lifetime where the contract between you and Sweetie, and Sweetie does not respects that contract. You do fulfill your promise, and that unfulfilled contract, unfulfilled condition from Sweetie's side becomes her karma.
Yeah.
So he's saying that similarly, we don't have just one contract. A new soul, which is coming for a first lifetime, it chooses contracts with different souls who are going to reincarnate in its orbit, who are going to reincarnate in its same orbit. So if I'm a soul in the spirit world, I am planning my first lifetime, and I have drawn up a list. He says you draw up a list that this time around I'm going to learn these lessons. He's saying now why a list? He's saying we go through so many of experiences in the spirit world, and to finish our learning, we need to go through the opposites of everything we experienced in the spirit world. Now, in the physical world, we are taking on physical vehicles, this human body, which will not exist for hundreds or thousands of years to fulfill the learning in just one time. So that's why we plan it. Why do we plan it? Because the amount of learning is more, and the timing, the duration of each round, means each lifetime, is very less, because human body is made up of matter, and this matter will one day disintegrate. So we have this average human life, which is 60 to 65 years, he's saying.
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
those 60 to 65 years, a soul can't possibly learn all that it has experienced in the spirit world. So that's why a soul plan comes into the picture. That's why it has to plan that in these 60 to 65 years, what a soul is planning to learn. He's saying it can't be random. Every soul is coming with an agenda, with a list of lessons, and these lessons have to be interconnected. It is a huge complex web, interconnected. The lessons are interconnected. It's a complex web. It's nothing is random, he's saying. It's all planned and decided. And he's saying, so because it's 60 to 65, it's a limited time span, the lessons have to be chosen, mom. It can't be random. And that's what we call soul plan, where we choose what lessons we are going to learn in this lifetime. So first lifetime, if it's about Sweetie, he's saying she has one spiritual contract with you. Similarly, when she's planning her first lifetime and she's chosen a country, she first will choose her mother, and that's how the country, the religion, the immediate family, the city, everything is chosen automatically. So she just has to choose a mother. How will she choose a mother? By going to the Akashic records and selecting the soul who has already incarnated and who will give her the best learning experience, the maximum learning experience.
Well,
And the rest
is there some sort of librarian there to help you out? Like, okay, what is the whatever number of
yes, Akashic records.
shelves where the good mothers are? Where are the shelves where the abusive mothers are?
No, he's saying, Mom, it depends. It depends what is the list chosen by Sweetie. Like, first I'll make a list what I want to learn. And according to the list, I'll go down and I'll see which female soul will give me the best possible learning out of this list. The situations, the relationships have to be apt. The country has to be apt, because every country has different kind of experiences to offer to a soul.
Of course. Yeah.
So he's saying once she chooses the mother, rest are already chosen. So she knows she's going to be born in that particular country, in that particular city, to this particular soul. So she automatically comes to know which souls are going to reincarnate around her, which are already in the spirit world. Then they are also planning their soul plan. And she goes to them and she tells them, oh, I'm going to reincarnate here. Can we have a contract? Can we exchange certain learnings? Because he's saying, Mom, when you incarnate for the first time, it is about learning and experiencing, yes, but there are certain lessons which come through situations which the material world presents to you, just situations. And there are certain lessons you will only learn with the help of another soul.
Right.
So he's saying it is all about learning, but learning will happen through two sources. One are the situations, and the other is the relationships with the souls. So situations will automatically be present once you're in the body, once you're in this world, and that's what the soul plan will include also. But the relationships you're choosing here, and these are spiritual contracts. So just like she chooses a contract with you, she chooses contract with many other souls. So he's saying, supposedly, mom, she has chosen 20 contracts in order to fulfill the list of lessons she was planning to learn in her first lifetime. And she ends up not fulfilling at least 10 of these contracts.
Right.
It's very much possible. So he's saying it's not possible to fulfill all the contracts because there are so many factors working against her. There is spiritual amnesia, there is mind, there is lower consciousness, so many of these
Full of
things.
other people too, right?
Yeah. If the soul plan of other people who are connected to me, they go wrong, it affects my learning also.
Right.
So he says all those sides, all those promises, all the sides of a contract which she was not able to fulfill means the lessons she was not able to learn becomes karma.
Okay.
That's what we call karma. And he says, so mom, let's just say karma is equal to unfulfilled lessons. So he's saying this karma keeps building in the soul, and the amount of karma in the soul is directly proportional to the lessons the soul is yet meant to learn. Once the karma is released completely, that means all the lessons are done, are over. The soul moves on to the advanced levels of the spirit world and does not come back.
Okay.
So he's saying the first lifetime, she has a free will of choosing whosoever she wants, who is taking birth in her orbit. But subsequently, all the unfulfilled contracts she had, so those 10 unfulfilled contracts, she'll have to come back with them again to fulfill which she didn't fulfill in the first lifetime around.
Right.
So when I am planning a second lifetime and I'm choosing spiritual contracts, my free will goes half because the 10 unfulfilled spiritual contracts, I have to choose them anyhow. I don't have an option to let go of them because it's unfulfilled and I need them back again in the second lifetime to fulfill it. So you think that's how the karma goes on accumulating, because every lifetime you end up messing up with your spiritual contracts. Either you run away from relationships, you run away out of fear, you don't face them, or you are so stubborn you don't want to learn the lessons. And sometimes you do mistakes of not even entering into those spiritual contracts which are meant to teach you so much. So he's saying, mom, it's all about unaccounted karma and fulfilling the contracts. A soul reaches a point ultimately in the spirit world when it's planning its soul plan that it has no choice to choose souls of its own choice. It has to choose with whom it has unfulfilled karma.
So is that
Unfulfilled.
how soul families are created for the
Yes,
most part?
exactly. You got it. So you'll have to keep coming back to the same people because these are the people you didn't fulfill your contracts with in the first place. And he's saying, mom, the important thing to understand is that it becomes difficult with every level.
Okay.
It has to, mom. He says, because at this level of difficulty, you didn't learn. Your soul was stubborn to learn. So it has to go higher so that the soul is forced to suffer as much and learn. So he's
Right.
saying every contract not fulfilled in a particular lifetime has to go a level higher in difficulty for your soul to be pushed to learn that lesson simply because it was stubborn enough to not learn at this level. So the level has to go higher. And if you don't
Well,
learn at
not forced by some karma police, obviously. I mean, you
not
want
for,
to do it.
he's
You do
saying
it because you want to as a soul that does not have amnesia. You see such value in it, right? So you
yes. He's
want
saying, mom, it's in your soul. He's saying, mom, these unfulfilled contracts, these unfulfilled lessons, they are in your soul. Your soul can't move ahead if it's carrying that heavy baggage of unfulfilled lessons. So the soul comes all the time as per its own wish, its own desire to
right.
move ahead, to release these lessons, to release this karma, to learn these lessons and move ahead. It's up to the soul. And
Right.
he says many souls take so much of break also in the spirit world if the current karmic patterns were so heavy that they do take longer breaks also to heal themselves, to come back to their original consciousness. He's saying the timing, the shape, the desire, the aspects of the soul plan, everything he's saying everything about the soul plan is your soul's wish and desire, your free will. But when you are in your original form, you are a soul and you're in the spirit world, you just can't take that unfulfilled baggage. And every time you get ambitious and you come down with the lessons, even though they are difficult. So he's saying this is how karma accumulates, this is how karma goes on getting more and more difficult, and this is how we keep on multiplying our lifetimes.
So is there a guidance counselor like, okay, I found my mom and I'm going to be born in like 9, 10 months. So is there somebody that helps you figure out, not, obviously you have the contracts that still need to be fulfilled, but is there somebody,
Yeah,
a
he's
group
saying, Mom,
counsel or
very
something?
intelligent. He's saying, Mom, I love your questions. Very intelligent question. He's saying, just like we choose our lessons, we do choose solutions which will help our soul to stay on track. He's saying, I told you the soul plan is in our hand, the entire shape, aspects, everything about the soul plan is in our hands. So, after taking so many lifetimes, our soul reaches a point where it understands where it will go haywire, where it will be difficult for it, where it will be comparatively easier for it. And it also chooses solutions to help itself to learn that lesson, to overcome that karmic contract and finally fulfill it. And he's saying there are certain contracts which become so heavy that sometimes a soul chooses one entire lifetime to balance that karmic contract. So that is also possible. It really depends what speed your soul wants to go through. If it wants double speed, it will choose more difficulty in a particular lifetime. If it wants to go slow and sure, it will choose just one contract, make sure it's balanced, and the next lifetime some much more easier. It's all up to you. You can take breaks between lifetimes. You can choose whatever lessons you want to choose. You can choose to just come and not take any karma and just learn through situations where you will have beautiful relationships all around, but the situations will be so fucked up that he's saying I'm going to he's saying I'm going to explain that. He's saying there's lots more about the soul plan that I'm going to explain in future series, but he's saying there's a lot more to it. This is just a drop in an ocean which I'm explaining now, but I know viewers will have lot many questions and disagreements, but I'm creating a suspense.
Ooh.
It's a
I did some souls decide, well, okay, yeah, I can get a breather on the other side, but I want a life where it's really just so easy. I have all my needs met, whatever. I don't have any trauma, no loss, no hardship. Can do other souls that do that sometimes just to space your life, so to speak?
yes, he's saying, Mom, yes, they do, because Mom, happiness
A gap
and peace.
year. That's it, a
Yeah,
gap year.
yeah, he's saying a soul comes to choose only good positive experiences, but because let's understand, let's accept that good and positive in this body is still different than good and positive while you are a soul in the spirit world. So yes, even that is an experience.
Okay. And sometimes we
That,
come down here just to, do we ever come down here just to observe the lives of others? Just observe?
yeah, he's saying observing is learning, Mom. So you might choose a life where you are learning through observation, but learning will always be there. He's saying.
I don't know, but God, that sounds a lot easier. Just like read the cliff notes, right? Instead of being part of the dramatic play or the horror movie in
He's
some
saying,
case.
but mom, it is. Now also you're living a movie, and I'm watching your movie, and I've seen so many movies of yours.
Oh God. All right. I don't know what genre that would be, probably horror movie. But anyway, so okay, what this brings the concept, the very complex concept of time. So your soul, your first life is there, but then, you have other lives, but everything's happening at once.
Mom. So he's saying it's the part of the same soul, Mom. So different parts of the same soul are going through different experiences at one time, but it is just one consciousness
Right.
divided into different parts. He's saying it just all comes to one main soul.
that just projects its consciousness into various lifetimes, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Awesome. Anything else on the
He's saying this is it, mom. Next time we are going to discuss one more interesting concept, which is the basis, the theme of a soul plan. How do you understand what kind of a soul plan you chose for the current lifetime? We're going to discuss that. It's going to be
Ooh,
interesting.
I can't wait. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Eric. I love you. I got my work clothes on. We're gonna go in the she shed. And
I love you, mom. I love you, mom. I'm coming and giving a hug.
oh, wait, I want to show y'all one thing, but I'm gonna pause the recording. Hang on. I just want to show you guys. Somebody sent me this. Natalia,
Wow.
it's awesome for my she shed where we work, Eric.
Amazing, mom. I love it. I knew it's coming. I knew it would be coming.
Oh my God. It's my favorite present I've ever gotten in so long, and my favorite color. So that's cool. Thank you, Natalia. I think that's her.
Beautiful.
It's with a J, so I'm not sure. All right, well, that's it. And you guys check out Renuka at Channeling Spirit World. Okay. Anything else you want to say, Renuka?
That's it. That's it.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye until next time.